Some days the weight we carry is invisible. If that's you today, stay with me. I'm Scott, and this is Faith Between the Lines. You know, there are moments in life when your soul feels tired, even if the body keeps moving. Moments when you're doing all the right things, showing up, pushing forward, keeping your head above water. But something inside you feels like it's drifting. And sometimes that feeling isn't weakness. It's a sign that your spirit is reaching for something deeper, something steadier, something eternal. Tonight, we're still on the bridge. Not the beginning where fear whispers. Not the end where clarity waits. But the middle. The sacred middle. Where you can feel the pull of two worlds at once. This is the place where the heart starts to understand what the mind can't. That love doesn't vanish. That presence doesn't end. That the people we love aren't lost at all. They've stepped into the light that holds them, keeps them, and welcomes them. And as we stand here together in this quiet stretch of the bridge, you might feel something gentle rise in you. A reminder that there is more than this life and more than this moment. A reminder that reunion isn't a hope. It's a promise. You know, there's something sacred about the middle of the bridge. It's that place where you're not who you were and not yet who you are becoming. It's where the soul starts to whisper things the mind can't and hasn't even been able to hear. When you stand in the middle place long enough, you begin to feel a truth rising in you. A truth that doesn't come from logic of memory, but from something deeper, something eternal. You start to sense that the people you've loved and lost aren't gone in the way the world uses that word. They're not vanished. They're not erased. And they're not unreachable. They've stepped into a light that holds them. A light that keeps them. A light that is more real than anything we can touch with our hands. And sometimes, when your heart is quiet enough, you can almost feel that light brushing against you like a reminder, like a promise, like a gentle voice just saying, I'm still here. I'm still yours. And this isn't the end. You know, this is the part of the bridge where faith becomes more than belief. It actually becomes a presence. It becomes comfort. It becomes a steady knowing that love doesn't end with death. It expands. And if you listen closely, you might feel a pull. Not backward towards what was, but forward what will be. Toward reunion. Toward everlasting life. Toward a place where every separation becomes whole again. You know, and standing here in the middle of the bridge, there's a kind of a holiness in the air. A stillness that feels almost sacred. It's like that place between the world and the next. It just is thin just enough that the heart starts to feel what the eyes cannot see. Because when love is real, when it has shaped your life and marked your soul, it doesn't end at the boundaries of this world. It doesn't fall away or fade into memory. It becomes something eternal, something held in the very hands of God. And maybe that's why this part of the bridge matters so much. Because here in the quiet middle, you begin to sense that the ones we miss aren't wandering in darkness. They're not lost. They're not waiting in some cold, distant place. They're held in a light that is warm, a light that is alive, a light that is full of promise, and a promise of love that continues. A promise that life is not taken, it's only transformed. A promise that reunion is not a wish whispered into the night, but a certainty written into eternity itself. And if you listen closely, not with your ears, but with your spirit, you might feel that promise rise in you. A gentle pull forward, a quiet assurance that the story isn't over, that the bridge doesn't end in emptiness, but in a place where every separation becomes whole again. Tonight's poem comes from that truth. It comes from the knowing that she is not gone, not unreachable, not beyond hope, but with the light. The same light that guides you, the same light that awaits for us, the same light that promises that we will see our loved ones again. The name of this poem is She is in the Light. I held her hand as sunset came, the hush of love, the soft refrain. But dawn still rises in her smile. She walks with heaven all the while. She heard the angels' quiet song and knew with grace where she belonged. No pain, no fear, just perfect peace, where tears are kissed and sorrows cease. Though now her voice is hushed and still, I feel her in each morning chill, in horses' hooves, in ocean air, in whispered prayers and tender care. And I, though weary, stand upright, held by her love and holy light. She sends me strength, I know it's true, the way love lives in all we do. So mourn not long, but lift your eyes. She's near in hush and lullabies. She dwells in God's eternal grace, and I am held in her embrace. That guarantee of reunion builds your faith and guides your hope. And the ones you miss, the ones whose absence still echoes in the quiet places of your heart, they are not lost. They're not wandering. They're not waiting in some cold or distant corner of eternity. They are held. They're held in a light that is warmer than memory and stronger than grief. Held in a peace that this world cannot imagine and cannot take away. Held in a love that does not end because God does not end. And when you think of them, when their name rises in your chest, when a memory catches you off guard, or when that ache reminds you of how deeply you have loved, this is not emptiness. That is a connection. That is the thread that still binds your heart to theirs. A thread that time cannot fray and death cannot sever, because they're not gone. They have simply stepped into the fullness of the light that shaped them, the light that welcomed them, and the light that now surrounds them with joy. You know, we can only begin to imagine. And here's the promise, the one your spirit already knows. That same light, that light is guiding you. It's guiding you step by step. It's guiding you day by day through the bridge, on the road. That's faith. Toward the place where all things are made whole again. You know, there will come a day beyond this bridge, beyond this valley, beyond every tear you've ever cried, when the distance between you and them will close like a sunrise over the horizon. A day when reunion won't be a hope, but a reality. A moment of homecoming. The kind of homecoming where every separation ends, every question quits, and every love you've ever carried is restored in full. And until that day comes, we walk gently with yourself. Let the promise steady you. Let the light guide you. And let the love you shared become the strength you carry. Now, thank you for spending your time with me today on Faith Between the Lines. If this episode met you on that bridge where you needed it, I am grateful. And before I go, I want to leave you with this. You are not alone. You are held, and you are loved.